guys? Hope you've been having a great weekend so far. We are in week 1 of our brand new series called Foot and Mouth. And as we kick off our time together, I'd like to share a random fact about myself that's pretty fitting for the series that we're in. Fact: I can literally put my foot in my mouth. Would anyone care to see? Yes? No? Well, it's your lucky day because I'm going to put my foot in my mouth with toothpaste in between all of my toes. I know, totally random. But before I do that, we are all going to do something a little different. I'm going to need everyone's full participation. Do me a favor, real quick. In your teams, you will have 2 minutes to complete a specific task. Don't move just yet. This is what you have to do. Your coaches have a paper plate and some toothpaste. Oh yeah. You guys know where this is going. Pick one person in your group to put toothpaste on someone else's toes, and then that foot has to go in someone's mouth. Oh yeah. I'm kidding, you guys. I'm totally kidding. Chill. That's disgusting. And some of you were actually going to do it, sickos. Anyways, here's what we're really doing. But don't move until I say go. On the paper plate, have each person in your group take a squeeze of the toothpaste until the tube is completely empty. Don't move just yet. At the bottom of the screen, there will be a 2-minute countdown clock. In these 2 minutes, everyone has to take what you have squeezed out onto the paper plate and put it back in the toothpaste tube. Easy. You guys got this. Ready, set, go. One minute, right? 1 minute left. 1 minute left! Seconds, guys. 30 seconds left. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up here, guys, back up here. All right, you good looking people, attention, back up here. Show me those hands. Come on, show them. Let's see them. Put them up in the air. And wave them like you just don't care. Nice. Was anyone successful with this task? My guess is probably not. And some of you knew the second I told you the instructions that putting the toothpaste back in the tube wasn't going to work. But thanks for trying anyways. While you were busy being awesome and rocking the toothpaste task, you may have missed the part where I put my foot in my mouth. That's okay. You'll see it eventually one day. But hey, if you haven't already, your coaches have some napkins for you to clear your hands off. Quietly, go ahead and grab that from them, quietly. And don't forget about the task you just did. It will come in handy later. For the next few weeks, we'll be talking about the weird times in life when we put our foot in our mouth. And we'll also be learning about how God calls us to be mindful about how the words we choose to use are powerful. To kick off the series today, we are talking specifically about this thing called gossip. Everyone say Gossip. Come on, have a little fun with this, a little bit louder. Gossip. Yeah, good job, guys. Most of us know what this word means, but let me remind you of the exact meaning. Gossip is having conversations about other people's lives, and these conversations are unkind, disapproving, or not true at all. Gossiping is damaging to someone's reputation. I love how Wikipedia puts it. Gossip is hurtful, and it is socially and intellectually unproductive and stupid. Talk about putting your foot where your mouth is. We have all experienced gossip in some way, whether it's someone gossiping about you or you're gossiping about others. Either way, it is straight up bad news. And the crazy thing about it all, how you handle gossip says a lot about who you are. Let me give you a couple scenarios. Scenario 1, we'll call it spilling the dirt. Spilling the dirt basically means someone is sharing all of the juicy information about someone else. So let's say you're at school, it's lunchtime, you're surfing Snapchat, and good old Jordan approaches you and starts running their mouth. Did you hear about Gina? She legit ate her cat and said it was because she had no food in her house. And then she had the nerve to prank call Justin. Selena was so ticked, she threatened Jordan on Twitter and said, "Catch me outside, Gina." Weird, I know, but hey, how you respond when someone wants to spit gossip your way says a lot about who you are. I realize this is a silly example, but you guys know all of these individuals who talk just to talk. It's exhausting and way too dramatic. And whether it's silly or really serious, we have to stand up to that nonsense and put an end to it right there. If it were me, I'd call Jordan out. In a nice way, of course. But if I keep letting Jordan come to me with all these elaborate and made-up stories and rumors, people will start thinking I'm part of it. People will start to think I'm a gossiper too. But if I say, hold up, it's not cool to talk about others behind their backs. It's not cool talking about others, period. Jordan, why don't you and I have a chat with Justin, Gina, and Selena? Shoot! Can you imagine, guys, the terror that person might experience if you called them out like that? They wouldn't know what to do. And hopefully, that would help them stop gossiping. Let's face it, if someone is telling you all the latest gossip about others, what makes you think they aren't talking about you? When you're able to have a conversation like that with someone who wants to gossip, that shows a lot of strength and mad respect for you. No one would ever question you. You putting an end to it and not tolerating gossip is admirable. Proverbs 20:19 says, "Gossip betrays a confidence, so avoid someone who talks too much." Sounds like a pretty good plan to me. Scenario 2, we'll call it diarrhea mouth. And if you got diarrhea mouth, you're the one who is gossiping. Did you see how weird Kyle and Alexis looked walking to second period together? They were practically all over each other. I heard they started going out this weekend, but Alexis kissed another guy this morning, and he wasn't even cute. First of all, Alexis and Kyle's business has nothing to do with you. Second, that is their story to tell, not yours. Third, it's not true. None of it. And even if it was, what was the point in you sharing the gossip in the first place? It's not like gossiping makes you more popular. In fact, it does the exact opposite. It makes you look like a fool. Before you speak hurtful and rude things, ask yourself, is what I'm about to say productive or destructive? If destructive, please just keep your mouths shut. It's really not that hard, guys. Proverbs 13:3 says, "He who guards his lips guards his life. But he who opens his mouth and speaks rashly will be destroyed." Students, how you handle gossip says so much about who you are. What you say about other people is so telling about what's really going on inside of your heart. And people can see right through that. People can see insecurities. People can see that you're hurting, and when you gossip, you do it to make yourself feel better, but really it makes everything worse for you. People can see you have the wrong motives. 7th and 8th graders, when we gossip, there's no taking it back. For some reason, the toothpaste just doesn't go back into the tube. and it's messy, uncomfortable, and frustrating when trying to force the toothpaste back in. The same is true with our words. The words we speak live long after we've spoken them. The Bible says, don't use foul or abusive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. Ephesians clearly points out, don't even think about speaking destructively. Only speak of what builds others up. Only speak of what is positive and encouraging. Students, when we look to God or the Bible for wisdom on gossip, it's not because we think you need another parent or math teacher giving you more rules to follow or extra homework to flex your intellectual muscles. No, we do so because God and His Word show us how to get what it is that we truly want out of life. When we participate in gossip, whether it's spilling the dirt or diarrhea mouth, the results are clear. Gossip will consistently get you outcomes you don't want. Poor friendships, negative attitudes, paranoia, insecurities, the list goes on. What that means is that you could wake up one day and find yourself renamed as Negative Nancy, or having only fake and superficial small talk with people because no one trusts you. Maybe it's just me, but when I was a junior high student, I didn't want to be known as these things, and I still don't want to be known as these things. I have a hunch that you don't either. So how do we keep our feet out of our mouths? Well, first off, I think it's important to know that we all struggle with gossip. Everyone. And that includes both girls and guys. Here's the challenge. Before you speak, ask yourself if what you're about to say is productive or destructive. Is it building others up or tearing them down? If your answer is destructive, bite your tongue. Literally, do it. When you bite your tongue, it not only stings a little, but the action of biting your tongue is a great reminder to live out Ephesians by not letting any gossip come out of your mouths. When you bite your tongue, you can't gossip. You can't gossip. When you bite your tongue, you can't gossip. Bottom line, if what you're about to say is destructive, bite your tongue. If it's productive, let the positivity and encouragement flow, my friends. If there is anything we must know, it's that Jesus calls us to bite our tongues and speak positively. I like how the movie Bambi puts it into great words. Some of you might know it. Help me out if you do. Finish this statement. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Students, gossip can start with you or it can end with you. The choice is all yours. Let's read this verse out loud together. Don't use foul or abusive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. Ephesians 4:29.